Jesus.
Andreanne, thank you so much for being with us.
From Quebec? Very, very great to be here.
Yeah.
Bonjour du Québec.
Yes. Now, do you sing a lot in French as well?
Yes, actually, I have the same exact copy in French that's been going around for 2 years.
So this is the album here, and this is the English version.
It is.
And you have a French version as well.
That's right.
Fantastic. Well, what's the main message you're trying to communicate as you're out there singing?
Well, I think that for me, this album was more of a personal testimony of my life. And I think that we all have something different to say. We're all unique. And God has been part of my life since I'm way high. So for me, I just wanted to be able to communicate that through my life and tell people that God loves them just the way they are.
Now, you had a very interesting decision that you had to make when you, in high school, you had a chance to enter into a contract, and you did for a couple of years. And why don't you fill in the rest of the story, because you made a choice.
I did. It wasn't an easy one, I have to say, because, I mean, it's always the dream of a singer to be able to go out there and do something, really creative and big, right? So when I signed the contract with that record label, I was telling myself that I could still honor God with my testimony, but be in the secular industry. But then, as time went by, I realized that they were asking for a bit more, dress code and things that, are not, very honoring to God in terms of the way you dress. And so they told me, if you get taken on by another label, you won't be treated the same way. You might have to be a bit more flexible. And so I'm like, oh man, God, you really got to get me out of this. I want to do this, but I want to honor you, And so finally, I prayed about it, and 2 weeks later, it was really weird how things happened. I didn't ask for that, but the company closed its doors, and so therefore I was released from my contract, and then I decided that I just wanted to serve God through music, through a message that brought hope, that was from God, and not, just meaningless, empty, So I guess I just decided that there was no other option than to serve for God only.
And so what has your experience been now since you've made that choice and God closed the door? What has God brought now in closing that door? What has He opened up for you?
Well, I found my wonderful husband.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I have a 4.5-year-old daughter now, and I think that it's opened the doors to meeting people who do music in the Christian industry, if I can say, and God's been opening doors that way. I don't know, I've been doing it, the same thing, but just in a way that really honors Him.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Good for you.
Just in closing here, why don't you take a moment to speak in French to our French viewers, and just share with them your passion, your love for Christ.
OK. Bon, en français, Jésus, c'est ma vie, puis je crois que toutes mes amies qui regardent aujourd'hui le savent, puis j'espère vraiment que ceux qui regardent puis qui comprennent le français peuvent aussi expérimenter cette joie-là que j'ai de vivre pour Dieu, puis de voir comment Dieu peut vraiment venir toucher le cœur personnellement de chaque personne. Puis c'est ça.
Well, thank you so much.
Merci beaucoup. Ça m'a fait plaisir. Thank you very much for having me.
Now, Kathy was a far better student in high school with her French than I was.
High school.
She
got
was
the
probably
art thing going on pretty well.
Thank you.
She can say it, and I'm working on it. Andreanne.
It's very nice.
Okay. It's been good to have Andreanne with us here from Quebec. And you can find out more about Andreanne as you go to our website at crossroads.ca, and you can connect with her that way. Thank you so much for being
It's been my pleasure.
with us.
Thank you so much.
And now